My name's Karen Sorensen, and unfortunately my father died after a 67-year marriage to my mother. Mum could not stay by herself anymore. She is not physically capable of looking after herself. It was time to look at somewhere where she had some independence. She had some say in what happens to her. She had some privacy. I was looking for somewhere where she could have her own space and sit in her own chair, but also have access to making herself a cup of tea, coffee, keeping some snacks in the fridge, maybe making some sandwiches or something like that. The beauty of Queanbeyan was that it's very close to my daughter, who has 2 children, so my 2 grandchildren, and they can actually get off the school bus and come and visit her. And so keeping those connections as a family, my mother was particularly important, and that's why we chose this facility. I was particularly interested, and she was interested, in the executive suites because they provided some space and privacy and an opportunity for her to do the things that she did at home. It offers a great opportunity for family gatherings. Mum can have 3 generations in the one room, well 4 of us in the one room, and well, it's not the one room but the one apartment, and that works really well. So providing that space where we can entertain and be entertained by Mum as well is actually wonderful, and we've had no complaints. Being able to look out at the world and just watch. The other things that she really likes is the thoughtfulness of getting the glazing right, so the noise is at a minimum, is really helpful. I think the other thing that she really likes about the suites is there's room for her to bring some of her stuff as well, which has been really important to her. I think they've been very carefully designed to provide an atmosphere of space and privacy. I think the neutral colouring and tones that were used were selected really well, because I think you could put anything in here from your house and it'd fit in. I like how it has a corridor that comes to it, so it has its sort of own area, which has been nice as well. I think Warrigal is placed really well. It's easy to find. The actual place itself is easily to get to know. Having people like the concierge on the desk is particularly helpful. It's a familiar face. They welcome you, they get to know you quite well. You get to know the community, which is the staff as well. I've never known them not to be polite. They always knock, they always wait to be told that they can come into the room. They always acknowledge us when we're there, and they treat Mum with respect. Mum's quite shy, so we have dined in the room, and we've even prepared meals and shared them in her room. And I think that's one of the things is really good, because I haven't actually come and cooked her a meal, but I could. The staff are amazing. They're very supportive. Mum did get sick early on, and they rang me immediately, informed me what was going on, and then rang me back an hour later when things changed and her health had deteriorated. I came in. I actually stayed overnight with her in the suite, so that was something I was able to do, just to reassure her, and the staff were in and out checking on her, so that was amazing. Come and have a look. I think once you've had a look and feel the atmosphere, see the setups like the cafe downstairs where you can come and have coffee. There's lovely grounds around here. Mum has a particular love of just looking at the flowers outside her window. She can see the beautiful garden, so there's opportunities. It was pretty easy from the start, contacting Reese and going through things and working to come and have a look. I think Warrigal are particularly good at their infection control and making sure people check in properly, wear masks when they're in the spaces that they need to, proper screening. There's always things like rat tests available. I've never come in and not had to, they're always filled up and ready to go. There's no problems in those types of things. It's a great spot. It's very central. It's probably 20 minutes to Canberra from here, if that. Some of these, this facility would be closer to Tuggeranong than than lots of other places. So I think if people came and had a look, they'd be quite surprised at how central it is. And being a new building, and it has all the things that are needed to care for your family member, it's a nice, comforting feeling.